Nathaniel, it's the end of an era.
It absolutely is, Zara. Like, if you cast back to 24 hours ago, we were, thinking about when Jackie O was going to return to the Kyle and Jackie O show, discussing whether it's a publicity stunt.
Publicity stunt. That was the big conversation of yesterday.
Yeah, that's what we spent a lot of time talking about. And here we are, Kyle and Jackie O no longer on the radio. Jackie O saying she can no longer work with Kyle Sandilands. ARN saying that he's breached his contract due to serious misconduct. It's been a wild 24 hours.
Wild, and it's kaput. That's pretty much the end thing. But for me, I think this might be the end of radio, to be honest.
The end of the wireless
The end
altogether.
of radio.
Look, I do think that the rumours of its death are premature. I think, there are still a lot of people that listen to stations like 2GB. There are a lot of people that listen to Gold FM. And I think there are going to be a lot of people that tune in to see whatever falls out of the Kyle and Jackie O detritus of their demise.
We'll see. I don't know. I think people will be interested, but they'll see it on TikTok or something and be like, oh, well, now who cares? Like, I don't listen to radio. I only listen to the radio if I have a really box car, and if it's broken, then and my aux isn't working, the radio's on, and I'm just hoping it's a short drive. You know what I mean? It's like the radio ain't on. I've got my aux, I've got my Spotify DJ. I don't know. So it really depends. But for me, I'm just like, I feel like it would be a good time to kind of just be like, okay, sorry guys, radio is out the door.
No more.
Controversial opinion.
Kyle and Jackie O aren't on the radio anymore, so it's not worth having.
Well, I don't know. No more tea. Now people are just going to go to other things like TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, podcasts. People care about podcasts.
TikTok extremely irritating, so I won't be going to TikTok. Sorry if you're watching this on TikTok.
And the ads.
I feel like this is like a wild generational thing. You've never listened to the wireless. I love it.
The what? I'm not even joking.
Until people my age die, I think there's still going to be people that want to listen to the radio. But whether they can afford to put it on because people your age aren't listening to it, who knows?
That's the conversation. But maybe it's the beginning of an end for real. We'll see.
We'll find out.
So the big question is, what's happening next? Nathaniel, what's going to happen to Kyle?
So this is really interesting. In the notice the ARN gave the ASX yesterday, it said they've given Kyle 14 days to remedy the breach of his serious misconduct. So I don't even know how you remedy a breach that occurred in the past. So the fight between Kyle and Jackie O happened on the 20th of February. It's now the 4th of March. So how do you go back in time and remedy that breach? Whether his lawyers make a case that it wasn't a breach of his contract, it wasn't a serious misconduct, or whether they make plans for how he can go back on air and it be safe for other employees to work with him. But Jackie has said that she can't work with him anymore. That show is over. Unless there's something extraordinary that happens in the next 14 days, I can't see Jackie O walking that back.
Is she going to get her own show? I feel like that's kind of a speculation right now too.
Well, again, in the announcement, ARN said that they have left the door open for Jackie to have another show on the ARN suite of radio stations they've got. So that's Kiss FM or Gold FM. Whether she wants to stay on radio, who knows? She's walked away from $90 million. So that certainly gives an indication that maybe her interest in being on the radio has waned somewhat.
Or it's just Kyle.
Or it could just be Kyle and she'll host the new Kiss FM breakfast show all by herself or with someone else. Maybe it's her in Brooklyn. Maybe Bruno will come back and host the show. Maybe she'll host it with Sophie Monk. Who knows? Who
knows? But it is interesting because it's like, who is actually going to replace them? And it could be, the podcasters.
Yeah, well, at the moment, Smallsy, who defected from Nova to ARN to host their afternoons and night show, he's hosting the breakfast show, and I hear that he's going to be doing his 3 till 4 p.m. slot as well. He must be exhausted. I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
Smallsy.
But Smallsy is very much like that evening kind of energy. That's where he's strongest, so I can't imagine he's going to remain in that. The people at ARN will be like absolutely scrambling to find a show that can replace Kyle and Jackie O that also has any kind of shot at keeping the kind of ratings that they had.
And that's the big thing that's next. We've got the radio ratings in 2 weeks, but that won't be showing us much, so it'll be more of a long thing, what it looks like in a few months. But Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to replace anyone like them. It's
There
a
is-
whole different dynamic.
There is no one like Kyle and Jackie O. This is 2 decades on air on breakfast, first at Oz Stereo or Southern Cross, and then now at ARN. Nobody else has had such an enduring time together that has been so like culturally significant, for better and for worse. You know, there's definitely been lots of times Kyle and Jackie O have crossed huge lines and been reprimanded seriously for it, and that is what has made the show so famous. Even like in Brisbane, where the show isn't broadcast, people are talking about it. It's like they are significant.
Well, everyone knows who they are.
Exactly.
And pretty much all generations do too.
Even you who doesn't
Even me
listen
who
to the
doesn't
radio.
listen to the radio.
So they are going to be very difficult to replace, but also, you know, every time a radio show gets blown up and people replace them, we always say, you know, we're going to be able to replace them, and then the next person comes along and it's fine.
Everybody's replaceable,
Even me.
apparently.